Hello, 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 and welcome to your moon update for August 31st. We have at 11:35 a.m. Like I'm telling stories already. 11:35 a.m. we have a potent yet enchanting supermoon in the sign of Pisces. So this means that we're going to feel all those feelings, but the message that I was getting with this full moon or super moon is we're here to create more freedom. Like it's time for us to feel free within ourselves. Like our soul wants to have like an adventure. We want to have fun. We want to start exploring. We want to step out of this kind of mental cage that we've been putting ourselves in. Like we've got to stop setting those limits on ourselves. We've got to change things up. We've got to move into this kind of divine flow. And with Pisces, it's all about our intuition. Like it's super intuitive. You're going to be really, really sensitive throughout this time. So it's a perfect time to listen. It's a perfect time to be still, to go within and to receive information about what it is you need to do next. Because the thing is, right, we keep saying we want change. We want things different. We want to do different things. We feel stuck. We want. But at the same time, we do nothing about it. We sit in the same patterns. We sit with the same beliefs. We sit with the same fears, and we don't challenge ourselves. And then nothing changes. So we've got to stop saying we want change, but not doing anything about it.
I think we've also got to look beyond what we can perceive and what we can see.
Yeah.
Because we've got to start seeing the fact that there is limitless possibility, like you just said. You know, the world is our oyster, and don't just think that what you see is what you can receive, because your soul is calling you for a bigger purpose, and that's why you need to stop and listen.
Yeah, because there's so much there for us. And I feel like this is the time around this super moon to like change up your routine, like do things completely different. Like don't be in habit or in your rituals that you would normally do throughout this period, because in order to create change, we need to shift things that we're doing kind of like energetically. You know, like change the foods that you eat, go for a walk in the morning, or meditate, or do something that you don't normally do. Create space for you to be you, because the message here with the supermoon is we're coming into who we're meant to be.
Beautiful.
So there's going to be like beautiful energy for those of you that are ready to kind of step in to that calling of who you are, and to kind of raise your vibration. The frequency or the energy around the supermoon will allow you to kind of become who you are. And you'll be like really intuitive. You'll step into that creative flow. You'll feel really, really connected. On the flip side of that, if you have been stuck and you're feeling heavy and you've being caught in old patterns, old energy, old drama, you're going to feel it. You're going to have a lot of work to do, and it could feel really, really overwhelming. Could feel like you want to give up in some sense, but keep yourself motivated and keep asking and questioning why you are thinking the things that you're thinking, because that's how we create change.
That's the beauty of it, right? That's where, as hard as it is at times, or as hard as we think that it is, those times end up taking us right through to where we need to be. And, you know, that dark cloud that we may experience, it will shift, it will shift, and we'll actually feel a lot lighter. But you are, again, you're right. Whatever we're showing the universe that we're doing, the universe is just going to give us a whole lot more of that. So it is about making that change.
Exactly. I want to say, like 2 weeks ago, I was completely heavy. I was very, very emotional. I would be in the car, I'd be crying. I'd be walking through my house, I was crying. I was just super emotional. There was so much emotion. And I just had this need to really do nothing and to pull back. And I listened to myself and my guidance. And this week, it's like I'm ready to step into things. It almost feels like something has clicked, and I keep seeing all these double numbers, like 222, 222. I was reading about it, and it was like, it's time to step in. Like, you can be successful, you can be who you want to be. And I feel like that's a really strong message for everybody that's listening to this. It's time.
Yeah.
It's time to step in, but you have to acknowledge what your body needs in order to create changes sometimes. Because I had to feel all those feelings in order for me to think about what it is I want to do next. How do I want my life to be? Like, do I want to be always working, or do I want to create more freedom for myself to step into my own creativity and to do new things or other things?
Yeah.
And I've been listening, and I'm like, okay. And I'm getting like little downloads, and I'm like, I'm liking this, you know? And even the other day I was outside, and I was like, I want to go and have my lunch outside and sit in the sun and just be still.
Yeah.
And it's those little things that change your vibration and your frequency.
Yeah.
So
agreed.
I know that this is going to be very intense, the supermoon, but also at the same time, it's going to reward us. It's going to allow us to come back into this sense of wholeness, and we can move through this transformation with ease. And if it is heavy, acknowledge your heaviness. Communicate really openly and lovingly with yourself. I feel like that's, really important. And maybe the other message is, ask yourself what's really driving you.
Yeah.
You know, is it your ego, or is it that thing called your heart? And it should always be our heart.
So another little good tip is just writing down questions for your guides or for your higher self, even just before bed, and seeing things unfold, or even just before meditation, or in the bush, and it will come to you at the right time.
Do you want to do, what's a journal prompt that you use?
Well, I ask all different questions. So am I aligning? Am I aligning right now? Does this align with me? What are my next steps? Because I'm always evolving and changing. I always know that I'm on the right path, because there is no right or wrong to our path. You know.
Well, the other day I was outside, obviously talking to the trees, like something that I do. And there was this tree, and it had like obviously the trunk and then two branches. And I was like, it's kind of like a sign saying it doesn't matter which path you take, you're going to end up where you're meant to be. And I looked at that tree and I received the message, and I was like, just be.
Yeah.
You know?
We mentioned this off air, like we don't get given a book on life. So you've just got to go with the flow and know that if you're driving with your ego, then there is going to be more than likely an ego death along the way. But that's a lesson learned for you, just to pivot you back to where you need to be. You know, every path that I've taken to date has been a blessing. So
exactly. And I think maybe one of those other journal prompts, just for the people that are listening, is what limits are we setting on ourselves? What limits are we putting on ourselves? Like, and where do they come from?
Yeah.
And do we still believe in them?
Beautiful.
Okay.
Pick some cards.
A little card time. We both decided to use the same deck.
Yay.
So we're both using
the Oracle
Tarot.
That's it.
She's the one today. So let's see if we're aligned to our messages. This is going to be insane. All right. You can see that I'm shuffling. All right. What do our souls need to know, or what message do we have? What do our souls need to know? Okay. This one is calling me.
What did you get? I
got cash flow.
Oh, wow. Yeah, wow.
The 2 for me represents change.
Yeah. It's funny because I got the 2 of Swords.
Stop it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. But they're both 2s. Yeah. And they're both about, like, if you think about it, we're in Virgo season, right? So Virgo season is all about balance. So how do we balance our cash flow, and how do we balance our past, because you can see your card is about restoration, but also about like
balance restored.
Yeah. Let's just choose one more. What's our message?
I've got one more.
Hold on. It jumped out. Hold on. Oh,
what did you get? What did you get?
Yeah.
Oh, we love the Empress.
She's about fertility, sensitivity. This is our creative energy.
And this is the Hermit. So it's
we
almost
both got major arcana.
That's it. So it's almost like, yeah, we do need to really go in to really tap into that Empress quality.
I think the Hermit is like number 9.
It's introspection.
Oh, wow. Beautiful. So
Don't
listen
on the numbers.
about the things that we want to create. We're giving birth to new ideas and new conditions around ourselves. And the supermoon will help us align to this beautiful fertility kind of goddess energy.
Beautiful. We love the Empress. Ta-da! And the Empress is all about, being calm, being quiet, tapping into nature, tapping into. But
it's also about our sensuality and self-care.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Self-love.
Self-love.
All right. Another. Oh, do you want to talk? Yeah.
I just wanted to say I'll be holding Moon Medicine on the 31st at 7 p.m. for those of you that would like to join.
Beautiful.
What do you want to do?
I'm going to wrap this up. But I just wanted to say thank you, because that was just so insightful as always, Rhea. So thank you so much.
Thank you from my heart to your heart.
Oh, thank you from my heart to yours. Lots of love here, guys. Lots of love.
Ciao.